Welcome to The Center, a show centered around women and girls who have experienced domestic abuse and trauma. The show provides tools and resources to help women and girls reach their highest potential. And I am your host, Veronique George, and today I have the honor of having co-host Shayla Hernan Edmonds on the show.
Thank you so much, Veronique, and thank you for being here. Again, I'm Shayla Herndon Edmonds. I am a creative entrepreneur and wellness practitioner. My work centers around helping people to remember who they are and to love themselves. I'm the founder of Oh My Goodness Wellness Bar and also a local consultant. Thank you so much for being here.
And we are honored to welcome Cheryl Lindsay on the show. Miss Cheryl, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Oh, I am absolutely honored to be on this show and welcome the conversation, but just honored to be with you all because this is just an amazing opportunity for us to have a conversation.
Thank you, Ms. Cheryl. We are going to start off with a brief bio and then we'll jump right into the questions. Cheryl Lindsay is the founder of Red Heart, Help, Educate, and Reduce Risk Today initiative, which advocates for heart health in children, teens, and women. Last year, she celebrated 31 years of service at Hanes Brands, Inc., where she currently serves as the Director of Global Diversity and Inclusion and Community Engagement. While at Hanes, Cheryl has been accountable for employee relations, has directed human resources, and has led the development and execution of Hanes' diversity and inclusion strategy.
That says a lot. So Cheryl, you are a leader in human resources whose career has spanned over 30 years at a top consumer packaging goods company. So what would you say to women who are just entering the workforce in terms of how they can show up as their authentic selves within their career as you have?
Thank you for that. And thank you for that question, because when I think about women showing up as their authentic selves when they enter the workforce, I think about defining for each person to define and embrace their strengths and know that. What happens sometimes when we decide not to show up as ourselves is we tend to kind of lean in on our weaknesses and not really feel our strengths. Know your strengths, feel your strengths, know your value, know your worth. So when you walk in through the door, one of the things that you want to do is make sure that you know what things that you will stand for and what things that totally align with you. I think sharing who you are is so important. And when you're being authentic and you're in that journey, relationships are so important. So as you began to connect, when you walk through the door, as you began to meet and engage, you have to show a little bit of vulnerability as you may be talking and sharing with others to build that relationship. And as you do, it allows you to be more of yourself when things pop up or things happen. And you want to really reveal that this is something that I stand for. This is something that I really enjoy. This is something that I'm passionate about. You tend to just do it, even if it is totally against the grain of what others are saying and thinking. And so you begin to share who you are. You begin to share why you want to move in that direction. And it becomes more natural as you build those relationships. But I would just tell you, the more that you can be who you are, who you can lean in on your strengths, the better you feel about showing and showing up as authentic.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Ms. Cheryl, speaking of relationships and showing up as your authentic self, you've served Winston-Salem in various capacities, moving the needle on diversity and inclusion in health and well-being initiatives. Why is community service and giving back so important to you?
You know, when you think about giving back, the reason why that is really, really important to me is because others actually helped and assisted me throughout my journey. And without keeping that grounded in your knowledge and everything that you do, makes you have a passion to give to others. One verbiage of of comments that could be uplifting, one thing that you can do that can help someone else, that can make a difference in their lives. That impact, when I think about my own internal journey, that impact makes the difference. And it made the difference for me. And so, the question becomes, how can I not? How can I not want to share? The Red Heart is all about saving lives. I was impacted when my mother passed away from heart disease way too soon. And I too had heart disease. Well, prior to me learning that, I was so busy wanting to help others save their lives, because I don't want anyone to lose a family member. And then when I learned about myself, I want to, try to help others, because it was the number one killer of both women and men, which is heart disease. And that being said, then I began to move into this whole thing. If we're going to save our lives, then we got to live our best life. And so that's when I decided to become a coach, go after getting my coach certification, and trying to help others live their best life while they're here, reach their goals, not only their goals that they have that are fundamental to them to survive, but the ones that help them thrive, and the ones that they never thought that they can reach, because it is all about making dreams come true and living your best life.
Wow, that's so inspiring, Cheryl. Thank you for telling us a bit about what inspired you to do all the work that you're doing in the community. And you mentioned Red Heart and how you're focused on helping to improve lives and helping people to live their best lives. Tell us, how has Red Heart already changed lives for the better? And what type of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
So I would just say, when I think about how Red Heart has already changed lives, it's been in existence over a decade now, and we started off trying to impact people, probably approximately 100, teaching them all about heart healthy living, helping them to get moving and exercising through Zumba, and then it went on to move into expand to reach a minority audience. And I did that by way of a luncheon. And I will tell you, every year I hear, almost every year, I think I hear people coming back and sharing with me how their lives have changed because they heard the information, and when they felt something that was going on that was totally different than what you hear should happen when you have a heart attack. So last year it was someone that was just drenched wet. And, they said it could have been menopause. They said it could have been, just that it was something going on. But while they were told by their family members to lay down, they decided, because it just came from the Red Heart event, to go and get checked out. And within 24 hours, they were in surgery, and their doctor said that it saved their life. And so I would just say, every time I hear that story, it keeps me wanting to push on to share the story, because yes, it's the number one killer of both men and women, but yet on the other hand, it's 80% preventable. And so we can make a difference, and we can change lives. And so when we talk about legacy, what would I want my legacy to be? I want people to know that I cared about them. I want people to know that I want to save their life, help save their family members and their loved ones' lives, because, I lost my mother way too soon. But then I want people to know that once your life is saved, that I try to help to get them to accomplish something grand and great, because everybody is here for a purpose. Everybody's here for a reason. And I think when we feel that purpose and we feel fulfilled, then life becomes much better. So I wanted people to live their best lives.
Wow. Thank you so much. Not only are you changing lives, but you're saving lives, and just the reminder for all of us to listen to our bodies, to check in with ourselves, and when something doesn't seem right, to actually seek help. That's so powerful. So thank you for that reminder, Cheryl. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cheryl. You know, the lives that you're touching, certainly you've already started to make an impact in terms of legacy and cannot wait until what you do next. You're always on the move. And lastly, if there is something that you would want our audience to take away from this conversation, what would that be?
You are amazing. Even when you don't feel like you're amazing, you are amazing. I want you to reach down inside of you. Think about what moves you. Think about what your purpose is. And I want you to don't put any limits on yourself. Reach out, get with others that can help you move to your purpose and reach the goals that you want to achieve.
Awesome. Perfectly said. Thank you so much for joining us on The Center today. It truly was our honor to be in your presence and to learn from you and to have this conversation with you. So thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
It is my honor too, with two amazing women. So I just want to say that have been doing some amazing things. It is my honor to be here and to be a part of this conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.